Tonight, a new partnership is making sure everyone can access the COVID-19 vaccine no matter their circumstances. Plus, an Iron Range mining project is now in the hands of the DNR. We're looking into what's next for Mesabi Metallics after years of uncertainty. And later, as Mother's Day approaches, we're telling the story of a nurse who gave one woman a gift she didn't think she would ever get.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke. Thanks for joining us. Today, President Biden announced a new goal to get 70% of adults vaccinated by July 4th, part of what he's calling a new phase of his administration's fight against the coronavirus. As of today, about 57% of the adult population in the U.S. has received at least one dose of the vaccine. To reach the president's goal, the White House is focusing on three areas. First, vaccinating 12 to 15-year-olds as soon as the FDA authorizes it, which is expected sometime this week. Second, making it more convenient to get a vaccine with more walk-in appointments, pop-up clinics, and mobile units. And finally, boosting vaccine confidence in Americans.
There's a lot of misinformation out there, but there's one fact I want every American to know. People who are not fully vaccinated can still die every day from COVID-19.
Administration officials, including Dr. Anthony Fauci, are shifting away from a goal of reaching herd immunity. Instead, they are stressing the importance of vaccinating as many people as possible. Making vaccines accessible to everyone. That's the goal of a new partnership between Chum and St. Louis County. For the last few months, they have been working on vaccinating Duluth's homeless population. As CBS3's John Cardinelli found out, the partnership is proving to be effective.
Chum's street outreach coordinator Deb Holman is on a mission to vaccinate Duluth's homeless community.
We're trying to get everybody vaccinated that we can.
A partnership between Chum and St. Louis County Public Health is making that mission possible. Since February 5th, they've been vaccinating members of Duluth's homeless population.
The most effective way to vaccinate at Chum would be going to them. And so that's what we did, and we found it really effective.
Using the health clinic inside Chum, the county has been holding vaccination clinics every 2 weeks. Chum has 90 regular guests come through the shelter. So far, 92% of them have received at least one dose of the COVID vaccine.
65 with the full dose and 18 with the first dose.
These numbers are especially important for those who do not have a permanent home.
Not everyone has a safe place to go if they get diagnosed with COVID-19, so we want to be able to minimize the impact of that. It is a scary situation to be in as well, so any prevention that we can provide is really important, and the vaccines are our best prevention tool at this time.
Holman says her work isn't done yet. She will continue to reach out to members of Duluth's homeless community who are not yet vaccinated or may be skeptical of the shot to encourage them to get it.
And I find too that, as staff, if we, I've had other people say, have you had the shot? And, if I say yes, then, they have changed their mind.
Again, Chum holds vaccination clinics at their First Street locations every 2 weeks. Their next vaccination day will be May 13th. Well, two local organizations are making it easy for people to get their COVID shot by meeting them where they're at, even if that's on the road. The Duluth Transit Authority and St. Louis County teamed up for a vaccine clinic today. Public health nurses gave out doses and answered pandemic-related questions at the Duluth Transportation Center. Organizers say making shots accessible is key, especially when trying to reach all populations.
We're trying to meet people where we're at. We know it's really tricky to take time off of work. We know it's hard to find transportation all the way across town. So finding places where we can meet people while they're going on throughout their day and maximize people's time, we're finding is really effective.
The Duluth Transportation Center Vaccine Clinic on West Michigan Street downtown will be back open from 1 to 5 tomorrow afternoon. You don't need to make an appointment. Well, Dave's here for a first look at the weather. Nice blue sky out there today, Dave.
Yeah, it was a pleasant day, even if it was just a little bit brisk.
Yeah.
Normal high temp. It's 58 degrees or so. What did we get today? Well, we'll check here and see that right by the lake in Grand Marais they got to normal, but the rest of us missed it. In Orr, they missed it by 10 degrees with a high of only 48. 52 is the top temp in Hibbing, 55 for Moose Lake, 56 in Hayward, 57 in Superior. One of the cooler spots, of course, was in the Upper Peninsula, where Ironwood only managed 49 degrees. And a similar range of temperatures will be with us tomorrow. We're not going to have any huge warm-ups for the next 7 days. And we're going to have things dry up tomorrow as those few scattered showers you still see here in the region draw farther to the east, being replaced by higher pressure. That sets us up for a partly cloudy sky tonight and a mostly sunny sky tomorrow. 53 the high temp tomorrow, still undercuts normal by about 5. We'll talk about temperature trends and precip chances. There could be another one later this week in more detail in just a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Derek Chauvin's attorney, Eric Nelson, has filed a motion for a new trial for former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin in the death of George Floyd. Nelson filed the motion on the grounds of juror misconduct, adding that the court abused its discretion for failing to agree to the defense's request for a change of venue and sequestering the jury. Nelson filed the motion on the grounds of juror misconduct. WCCO's Esme Murphy has more from Minneapolis.
Derek Chauvin's motion for a new trial was filed late this afternoon, just before a filing deadline in the case. I spoke to criminal defense attorney Joe Tamburino, who is not affiliated with this case.
It appears when it comes to the alleged juror misconduct, Derek Chauvin is asking for this verdict to be thrown out.
Well, that's correct. And what happened was, obviously, the defense is under the gun. They have 15 days to do a motion for a new trial.
The guilty verdict came down exactly 2 weeks ago, and in the past 24 hours, questions have been raised about why juror Brandon Mitchell answered no on the jury questionnaire about whether he attended any anti-police brutality rallies. This August 2020 picture from social media shows Mitchell wearing a "Get Your Knee Off Our Neck" shirt with Dr. Martin Luther King's picture on it. He admits he attended this rally in Washington, D.C. that month.
Which it was the 57th year anniversary for when Martin Luther King gave his "I Have a Dream" speech. So, I mean, that march is focused on voter registration. Either way, I was going to D.C. for this event, even if George Floyd was still alive.
But the rally also focused on alleged police brutality and featured speeches by George Floyd's family. Chauvin's defense attorney, Eric Nelson, is asking Judge Peter Cahill for what's called a Schwartz hearing, where Mitchell would be questioned by the judge. The motions also ask for a new trial based on prosecutorial misconduct, something defense attorney Nelson raised during the trial. And Nelson also cites the judge's failure to grant a change of venue and sequester the jury during the entire proceedings.
What are the odds of this succeeding?
It's always very low. Getting a new trial is very low.
Since the verdict hearing, Peter Cahill, the judge in the murder trial, has been deliberating the length of sentencing. Cahill must also determine whether any aggravating factors existed during the murder. Aggravating factors will aid in the determination of length in Chauvin's sentencing. The Minnesota House and Senate right now are hashing out a slate of budget bills that includes public safety issues such as Capitol security and more state troopers on Minnesota highways. The DPS commissioner says the State Patrol has not added road patrol troopers since 2005. In that 16 years, he says trends in speeding and traffic fatalities have increased. As of May 3rd, 114 traffic fatalities have occurred this year on Minnesota roads. That's up from 89 from this time last year.
We really do believe that additional troopers on the highway really make a difference in reducing the number of fatal crashes out there, and we think that's an important part of state government's responsibility.
Harrington is also asking the legislature to fund capital area security improvements that include things like emergency call stations and security kiosks across buildings and properties that make up the Capitol complex. The clock was ticking for Mesabi Metallics to complete specific actions put in place by the Minnesota DNR for the Nashwauk project. According to the agency, Mesabi has turned in a number of documents just in the nick of time. The deadline was Saturday, May 1st. According to Jess Richards, assistant commissioner at the DNR, Mesabi sent the agency documents on the same day as the deadline. Richards said at this point, the agency is reviewing those documents to determine whether the company will meet the criteria of the 2020 lease amendment. Mesabi Metallics had to provide the DNR with documents ensuring a number of things, including an $850 million financing commitment. Mesabi also has to prove they can finish the primary crusher by December 31st of this year and the entire project by June 30th of 2024. While officials with the DNR say they can't share any more information until the review is complete, the agency did make it clear that Mesabi has to meet all requirements put in place, or the DNR could pull the state's mineral leases, which are necessary for the project to move forward. Meanwhile, some Iron Range lawmakers are anxiously waiting to see what the DNR decides. In the past, deadlines have been missed by Mesabi Metallics and previous owners of the project, including SR Steel. Those issues have prompted some local lawmakers to ask the DNR not to extend the leases any longer if requirements aren't met. We'll be sure to keep you updated on what the DNR decides in the coming weeks. New at 10, a large amount of Spirit Mountain's debt could soon be forgiven by the city of Duluth, up to $900,000 of debt to be exact. Next Monday, the city council is set to consider a resolution that would allow the ski hill to enter into a debt forgiveness plan with the city. The idea comes from the Spirit Mountain Task Force, which was created by the mayor to help get Spirit back on its feet after a rough couple of years. The task force suggested creating a debt repayment plan that includes some forgiveness. We'll be covering the council meeting on Monday and let you know what's decided. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, the Range Mental Health Center has been helping folks for many years, but a new grant could help them reach out even further.
Yeah, I know we're already into May, only a couple of days, but we're already a third of an inch shy of normal precipitation. April came up about a ½ inch more than normal. We're undercutting things now. And frankly, there aren't too many precip chances coming up in the next 7 days. We'll talk about the few there are coming up after our break.
Gail King, Anthony Mason, and Tony DeCopel, weekday mornings on CBS.
Isn't it great how swinging through Culver's drive-thru marks the unofficial start to family time? How biting into a hot-off-the-grill Butterburger makes worries melt away. And how a fresh frozen custard concrete mixer puts a smile on your face every time. Here, a meal you didn't have to make is a meal made fresh for you. And being greeted with a smile, even beneath a mask, makes all the difference.
There's a reason we put so much care into our food. That reason is you.
Welcome to Delicious.
If you have been financially affected by the COVID pandemic, then this message is for you. Are you among the many folks who have lost their jobs, or if you've been furloughed, or working from home at a reduced pay? Keeping up with your bills is not an easy task under these circumstances. If you have credit card debt and cannot make your monthly payments, we at Debt Fix Pros can help. Give us a call at 1-800-804-9036 to see how we can reduce your interest rates and lower your monthly payments. You need to protect credit now more than ever, and we can help you find a solution that fits your needs. We, your friends at Debt Fix Pros, are here to help. Let us take care of your debt so you can focus on what is really important. Give us a call at 1-800-804-9036. 1-800-804-9036 now. If you are struggling with credit card debt, we can help. The call and consultation are free. Call 1-800-804-9036 now to get out of debt.
One day, and I hope not far from now, friendly handshakes and hugs will return.
I cannot wait to have a potluck with families and friends.
I can't wait to dance on the powwow trails again.
Reconnect with one another.
Get all the kids together.
Go to kindergarten.
For everyone to meet our son, Anthony.
What I'm most looking forward to is performing again. As long as we do our part, I believe we'll get back to that real soon.
When building, you hire a team of specialists to ensure your house turns out exactly as you imagined. Major financial transitions like retirement deserve the same level of care and craftsmanship. At MPPL Financial, we assemble a diverse team of experts to develop a plan to ensure you only have to retire once. Call today for your free second opinion consultation so your retirement turns out exactly as you imagined. MPPL Financial. Answers to the most important questions of your life.
CBS 3 Weather is brought to you by Kerry Toyota.
Now, the CBS 3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, tail end of a low pressure system kept a few sprinkles going around the region earlier today, but at this hour of the night, taking this live look here at downtown 2 hours, we see not much is happening right now, and that's because the low is leaving. High pressure's taking over. It's going to set us up for a pretty nice day tomorrow, sunshine-wise. Temperature-wise, since it's a Canadian high coming aboard, we're going to stay cooler than normal by a couple of degrees. And frankly, for the next 7 days, as I've been saying, we're probably not going to warm up that much. We'll keep undercutting normal by a couple of degrees each and every of the 7 coming days. Well, here's what's coming at us right now from the airport in Duluth. 43 degrees the current temp, 56% for the relative humidity, and we have a north-northwest wind going 7 miles per hour. The air pressure, 30.06 inches of mercury, 1,018 millibars. So the high-pressure system's rolling in from the northwest, and it's affecting barometers at the surface. And by tomorrow, a few thousand feet aloft, too, which will put down cloud development and give us a blue sky, more so than we got today. And today was pretty nice with that mixture of cloud here and there, sprinkles here and there, and then temperatures like this. Right now, at this moment, 38 to 41 degrees from the Upper Peninsula. 40 to 46 for many towns in northern Wisconsin. Superior's on the warm spot side there at 46. LaPointe, one of the cooler places, at 40, but Hayward's dipped down to 38. And we're looking at 39 in Silver Bay, 39 also in Hibbing and Grand Rapids, 35 for International Falls. International Falls leading the charge towards the cooler side of life. Could go towards the upper 20s in that part of the country. Low 30s and for the rest of us, a little bit brisker than normal. Now we talk about the Doppler image. The tail end of that last night's low pressure system, it's still keeping a couple of sprinkles going, but they are fading away fairly rapidly in northern Minnesota and Wisconsin. Haven't really tickled the UP yet. Slight chance they could till about midnight here tonight. But by tomorrow, I do think the trough of lower pressure that's bringing those sprinkles goes far enough to the east where the high pressure system coming in makes it straight up sunny here for our area through Wednesday and probably most of the daylight hours on Thursday. But Thursday afternoon late and into Thursday night, there is a slight 20 to 30% chance for showers as a weak trough of low pressure tries to go up and over that high. But as soon as Friday, we go back towards sunshine, and we just might hold on to that through most of the weekend as well. So rain chances this week are few and far between. Sun chances, well, we have better odds for that. Tonight, partly cloudy with showers, with Minnesota low temps from 28 to 37. Wisconsin low temps will go about 30 to 33. Partly cloudy sky with showers. For tomorrow, mostly sunny for Wisconsin and the Upper Peninsula. High temps 52 to 55. Not bad, but a hair cooler than normal. Very similar range of temperatures for Minnesotans with sunshine as well. And then for the extended period here, we've got that slight chance for showers Thursday night, and then maybe another slight chance on Sunday. And that's about all that has been written by the Oracle. For precip chances here this week, we'll have to hope for warmer and wetter conditions come next week.
Thanks, Dave. With the help of a $2 million federal grant, the Range Mental Health Center in Virginia will be expanding their existing services and help even more people living in the community. The federal grant comes from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration. RMHC will use grant funding to hire more staff and expand services, including working with primary care providers, outpatient care services, and substance abuse programs. With these advancements, they will be able to become a Minnesota state-certified community behavioral health clinic.
The significance of that would be to be able to build up our workforce and increase staffing, and also take a look at our payment system to be able to have one payment, but have that be at an increased rate so that we're able to actually capture funding for what we provide.
The center will be given the money over the course of 2 years. All these expansions will be seen across their 4 locations around the Iron Range. Center officials say they serve roughly 7,000 people per year. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, for many folks, having a baby is a life goal. But what can you do when that goal is taken away from you? We'll share one mother's story next.
CBS 3 Live Cams, brought to you by KohlerChef.com, now featuring the Kohler Express Deal online buying solution. KohlerChef.com, a better way to buy.
Dude, you gonna pick that up? Because there's no poop fairy to do that for you. See? Take these. They're not just poop bags. They're pride bags. Because you're doing the right thing for your neighbors and for the health of the whole watershed. Gotta fly. There's a Chihuahua cranking one out in Leicester right now. There is no poop fairy.
Home Purchase supports our communities through a number of local charities. Hi, I'm Kyle Johansson. When we lost my grandmother to ovarian cancer, Home teamed up with MOCA to help find a cure. Every May, we take our support into the showrooms. Make a purchase at home and donate $10 to MOCA, and we'll give you an additional 10% off our sale prices.
It's a great time to buy something new for your home and help fund an early detection test for ovarian cancer.
Give $10 to MOCA, and we'll give you an extra 10% off the sale prices at home.
Mopping the dirt and germs from your floor is a messy chore. Well, now you can spin away those germs with Floor Police, the lightweight and cordless power spin mop that scrubs away messes the fast and easy way. Just add any disinfectant, and at a speedy 100 RPMs, the microfiber pads do all the scrubbing and sanitizing, so you don't have to. The secret is the powerful electric motor and rechargeable lithium battery that has 90 minutes of runtime. The swivel head can easily clean in and around obstacles and get deep under furniture. Plus, the pads are machine washable and reusable. Get Floor Police with 2 microfiber pads for just 2 easy payments of $29.99. But wait, call now and get 2 free scouring and 2 free polishing pads. But hold everything, because you can double the entire offer. Just pay separate fee, and we'll even ship it to you free. That's 2 Floor Police mops with pads plus free shipping. Call or click now.
Call 1-800-592-0163 or visit floorpolice.com. Order now.
With locations throughout the Northland and northern Wisconsin, Super One Liquor has you covered for all of your party and gathering needs. We have a commitment to deliver outstanding service, variety, and top quality wines and spirits. And don't forget the best variety of ice-cold beer and beverages, all at the low prices you've come to expect. Super One Liquor. Come for the service, leave with the savings.
Every day during your birthday month, you can receive up to $30 in club cash.
If it's important to our nation,
the country is facing yet another unprecedented crisis.
It's on Face the Nation, making politics make sense. The why behind the biggest stories. Face the Nation on CBS.
The CBS Evening News with Norah O'Donnell. Weeknights on CBS.
Ahead of Mother's Day, we're highlighting some special moms, including one who thought a cancer diagnosis had stolen her chance to have a baby.
Good. Motherhood was a dream Erica Gray nearly lost 7 years ago.
I got the call on Thanksgiving Day, which is never a good sign when you hear from your doctor on Thanksgiving Day. Listen, you're stage 3 cervical cancer.
How old were you?
27.
An aggressive treatment would have consequences.
The option we went with, of course, was a radical hysterectomy.
Why?
If we had done chemo and radiation, it would have affected my fertility anyway.
The surgery left Gray cancer-free but unable to carry a child. The oncologist who saved her life would also help her and her husband, Richard, create a new one.
One of my operating room nurses mentioned that she'd had 2 easy pregnancies and was considering surrogacy. I thought, well, it's meant to be, and I helped get them connected.
The connection between strangers was instant.
We just hit it off. We sat there for 3 hours. We were hugging, and they're like, we're going to call the agency tomorrow.
And last summer, cause for celebration. Baby Richard arrived in March to an extended family bonded by love, sacrifice, and modern medicine.
It's so incredible. I mean, I just can't wait to watch him grow.
Mireya Villarreal, CBS News, Dallas.
And coming up in sports, the Twins look to continue their latest hot streak with the Rangers. Kelly is in next.
Eye on Mining is brought to you by Range Regional Airport.
CBS News Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley on CBS.
You already know that Cary Toyota in Superior is a great place to buy and service your vehicle.
but we have a lot more to offer every driver and not just people with Toyotas. We have the Yakima line of products for the adventure seekers, including roof racks, bike and kayak racks, and cargo carriers. We also have running boards, bed steps, and Axis brand tonneau covers like I put on my truck. And for those of you who like a clean vehicle, we have professional detailing services and all-weather floor liners from Toyota and WeatherTech. Carry Toyota in Superior. We have something for every driver.
It's a fact. We use our internet and TV more than ever, with most of us spending nearly 7 hours a day online. So it's no wonder thousands of families are switching to Spectrum, because most families have up to 8 connected devices, which means they need even more speed. Switch to Spectrum Internet and get the fastest starting speeds for the price. 100 megabits for just $44.99 a month, with a free modem and free security suite included. Call 833-621-4499. When it comes to TV, we're watching more than ever. In fact, 80% of us watch TV every day. Spectrum TV lets you catch all your favorite sports, news, and more live. Plus, download the free Spectrum TV app and watch on your devices. Switch to Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-621-4499. The fact is, Spectrum has the best services at the best price. Switch to Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. We'll even buy out your current contract. Call 833-621-4499.
The new DQ Summer Blizzard menu will take you right into summer. With out-of-this-world brownie batter, iconic drumstick with peanuts, plus favorites like cotton candy, raspberry fudge bliss, and an all-new lineup for all the summer you crave. The new DQ Summer Blizzard menu. Summer's best moments are just one bite away. DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
They aren't just barrels. It isn't just highway work. It's a community investment, and it will create benefit for years. In a world that can be in such a rush, here's a place to keep it slow and steady.
Every driver makes a difference.
So stay alert, eliminate distractions, and mind your speed.
Every driver makes a difference.
Your good choices behind the wheel, they're good for us all.
Every driver makes a difference.
Sponsored by the Wisconsin DOT.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
4 out of 5. That is the number of games that the Twins have taken a W in the last week or so. And after a pitiful start to their season, that's a high hope to hang your Minnesota fandom on. They took Game 1 from the Rangers last night, Game 2 this evening at Target Field. Battle of unbeatens on the mound. Rangers Kyle Gibson, he's a former Twin, is 3-0, while Twins throw J.A. Happ, who is 2-0 with an ERA under 2. In a low season, though, Byron Buxton making his case as an MVP candidate. Takes Gibson to the bullpen in left center, and the Twins take a 2-1 lead on Buxton's 9th home run of the season. First home run given up by Gibson this year, and again, it's against his former team. To the 5th, Twins lead 2-1. Williams Astudillo giving Gibson trouble. That ball will end up in the seats. The solo shot gives the Twins a 3-1 lead. Astudillo's 3rd shot of the year, but the Rangers make a late surge. They take it 6-3, the final. And not a good night for Midwest baseball teams. The comeback falls just short for the Brewers despite a 4-run 7th inning. 6-5, they go down to the Phillies tonight. It's the second time in so many games that the Bucks are facing the Brooklyn Nets. On Sunday, Giannis had 49. His foe on the other team, Kevin Durant, had 42. Bucks came away with the W. Can they do it again tonight in Milwaukee? Giannis just continuing his reign of terror, draining the straightaway 3. Bucks lead by 2. And back and forth, this one would go from there. Chris Middleton brings it up in the 4th. Spin in the lane. The lefty finish inside and the foul. His 3-point play made it a 97-95 Nets game. Clock winding down. Bucks go on to win 124-118, the final. And tonight was Superior girls soccer's opener, taking on Eau Claire North. The Huskies were up 1-0 to open the second half, but 4 minutes in, Bailey Rovering finds the back of the net, and we're tied at 1. Later on, Eau Claire's Caitlin Grant on the breakaway. She beats the goalie, but is ruled offsides. Free kick outside the box. Sophomore Abigail Little hits the post. The Spartans open up with a 1-1 tie on the road. Locally, the St. Scholastica men's tennis team has not lost a regular season conference match this century. They finished off their 24th consecutive regular season UMAC title with a win over Northwestern last week. The postseason started today for the Saints, looking for their 19th UMAC tournament title. Hosting Martin Luther, one doubles, Elliot Schneider and Jack Kearney taking care of business. Schneider, the former Greyhound, hasn't lost a singles match all season. And in two doubles, Jake Jalowski, the pride of Hibbing, Minnesota, with a rocket of a return. Saints go on to get the 9-0 win. They're in the UMAC championship on Friday. And speaking of successful programs at St. Scholastica, the Saints women's golf team has qualified for the Division III NCAA tournament, winning their 5th straight UMAC title in record-setting fashion over the weekend. Nationals start next Tuesday in Lansing, Michigan. Last month, the Proctor Hermantown Mirage took home a title in the Minnesota State High School Hockey Tournament. This upcoming Monday, they are celebrating with their community. The Mirage are holding a Skate with the Champs night this Monday at St. Luke's Sports and Events Center. Mirage families can skate with the team and take pictures with players in the trophy. That's on Monday at 7:15 to 9:15. Details can be found on our website, CBS3Duluth.com, and click on the Sports tab. That is going to do it for sports tonight. We'll be right back after the break.
Change the future of medicine from the convenience of home. Join the All of Us research program to help improve health research and speed up medical breakthroughs. Visit essentialhealth.org/allofus to learn more.
Mediacom is winning awards across the U.S., keeping you connected, keeping you safe, rising to the challenge, challenging the limits. Thanks to our award-winning employees, never settling, never backing down, always planning ahead, and always getting better. Mediacom is proud to be named 2021 U.S. Best Managed Company by Deloitte and the Wall Street Journal.
Injured? Call Stockman Law Office. Automobile collision injuries involving taxis, Ubers, lifts, buses, semis, and motorcycles. Call anytime, 218-576-8599. No recovery, no fee. Stockman Law Office. Serious injuries, serious law.
Do you worry about going to the dentist? Well, relax. The Carefree Dental Card is now available in your area. Call the number on your screen and we'll send your actual card at no cost today. With the Carefree Dental Card, you go to the dentist whenever you need and you instantly pay a lot less. The Carefree Dental Card is just $15.95 a month. So call now and make going to the dentist carefree.
Call 1-800-945-8449 to receive your free Carefree Dental Card information kit.
In the Army National Guard, family means everything.
Our parents, they were really supportive that all 5 of us would join. I got my education because of the Guard. I got to travel a little bit and experience a whole different culture. It helped me get my job, it helped me pay for my house. Being part-time really helped because I could have some opportunities that were still in education.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard instills pride that you and your family will share. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service.
If it's important to our nation,
The country is facing yet another unprecedented crisis.
it's on Face the Nation, making politics make sense. The why behind the biggest stories. Face the Nation on CBS.
If you're unsure about receiving a COVID-19 vaccine,
we're here to reassure you that the vaccines are safe and effective.
They've been approved for emergency use by the FDA through a rigorous testing process.
And they've all been found to be nearly 100% effective at preventing hospitalization and death.
Because of this data, you can be confident that receiving your COVID-19 vaccine protects you and your loved ones.
Supplies are limited, so as soon as you have an opportunity to be vaccinated, please do so.
Thank you for doing your part to end this pandemic.
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men. Our buy one, get one for $1 suit and sport coat sale is now in progress. Hundreds of options. Mainstream, downtown Duluth.
Kelly, May the 4th be with you.
I haven't heard that all day.
Really original, huh? Today's National Star Wars Day, and what better way to celebrate than to take a look at Disney's new real lightsaber. Fans have been clamoring for a real lightsaber since the original Star Wars debuted in 1977. This video is sure to make you ask, how did they do that? Disney isn't saying, but it almost definitely involves some effect beyond the saber itself. That could be why there are no plans to sell the device. Instead, performers will showcase it at the company's Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel in a controlled environment. The hotel is set to open next year at Florida's Disney World. Dave, how's tomorrow looking?
Not so bad, Darth Vaki. Take a
Oh,
look.
good one.
Take a look. 7-day forecast. It'll be nice and light and bright tomorrow. Plenty of sunshine, but not plenty of degrees temperature-wise. Normal's 58. We'll miss it by about 5. Then Thursday and Friday, fairly sunny as well, but still undercutting normal. Saturday, we start to build in some clouds. Could lead to a rain chance on Sunday. And Thursday night, there's another little rain chance, and that's about all we get this week.
We'll see you tomorrow.